Good morning. Thank you. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Khanna for inviting me and quickly venture into the subject proper. There are occasions when one does want to either because of the clinical features, combine a CT coronary angiography with any other angiography that's going on, and also increasingly in the setting where patients are coming for screening the coronary arteries, you may want to look at other arteries as well. Now, I'll take you through this new cardiac imaging, which is Dr. Bera talked about it, dual energy spectral CT, and we've got about 8-9 months of experience. CT angiography using multi-slice CT has been there since nearly 10 years, and I'm not doing anything. Oh, this thing is changing here. Yeah. See, and we have this slice conundrum, 16, 64, 128, 256, people saying my machine is faster, we are going faster and faster. And at the end of the day, we reached a speed where actually we were having to slow down our CT scanners because they would overrun the contrast. They became that fast. That is when dual energy spectral CT, and this got FDA approval in July of last year, and the first machines started coming in August, September. We got ours in September, and this, apart from the speed that is inherent in this machine, there were problems on CT angio which this is able to address. There is reduced calcium blooming, which also means any implants or stents which may be placed, you can see very well within them or around them. There is ability to diagnose a wide range of stenosis. Your spatial resolution improves. There is improved visualization of native vessels in post-bypass graft settings. There's diagnostic confidence. And then you can have combo scans, what we are going to be talking about, where you can do much more than just doing a CT coronary. Also, this reduces the radiation dose to very low levels. Every CT coronary now, even in patients who are obese, is below 3 millisieverts. And 3 millisieverts is the radiation we get when we fly from Delhi to New York and back. So we've reached that kind of radiation dose. In the best of hands, best of machines, when we do a coronary catheter angiography, you get anywhere between 7 to 10 millisieverts of radiation. And so it is possible now over the years to bring down from 20 millisieverts to even sub 1 millisievert CT angiography is now possible. And as you can see on these images here, it is really, even the peripheral vessels, the tiny vessels can be seen quite nicely. It's a fast machine, you have huge coverage, and using dual energy, areas of plaque formation where you could not visualize the lumen, you are able to see very nicely, like you can see these aneurysms in the case in front of you. This is another aneurysm here of the popliteal artery, and even in this case, entire and even the small collaterals can be seen very, very well, and the distal runoff. All this with single injection of less than 100 ml of contrast and very fast acquisition using dual energy spectral CT. You can also, as in this case, you can see the coronary arteries and the entire angio right down till the upper thighs, single injection, and you can see, of course, the aneurysm here in the abdominal aorta. You can see the pulmonary arteries. We used to have, still have the so-called triple rule-out test, where in a single injection, you look at the coronaries, you look at the ascending and the descending thoracic aorta, you can go down all the way if you want, look at the renal arteries, and also look at the pulmonary vasculature in a patient who comes with indeterminate severe chest pain to know what is the underlying cause. You can do a single acquisition coronary with renal, which with now the lower radiation doses in hypertensive patients in the correct clinical setting, when you're doing a coronary CTA as a screening, you may like to do a renal angio as well at the same time, low dose, single injection. Can someone help me move this? Okay, this is, we got a very challenging case. This, of course, you can see, aortic aneurysm and also coronary angiogram at the same time, showing the coronaries very well. And the beauty is that the coronary angiogram is of the same resolution, spatial as well as contrast resolution, as if you were doing a dedicated study for that. ऐसे ही चला दो. I think we'll do without the videos and just now. Just bear with me. We'll see it like this. Now, this was a very challenging case of a aortic dissection, which was extending into the carotid artery as well as going down all the way into the iliacs, And this, believe me, is single injection and coronary angiogram at the same time. Very challenging. This was one of the first few cases, and so you got details of the offtake of the coronary arteries apart from the exact extent. And you can see that we've nearly reached the knees here as far as coverage goes. Then one can look at within the stents very well. You can see very clearly in-stent stenosis, which is seen, and this is because of the capabilities of the new dual energy CT, that there is no artifact from the stent, and luminal visualization within the stent is very clearly done. Yet another case peripherally showing that, of course, we cannot see the videos here. And you have severe stenosis, I'm losing my bearings here, of the artery. And okay, we'll just move it forward. Chooses to play now. Again, thrombus seen very clearly, and this is, we were able to see thrombi earlier, but now the details of the thrombus can be seen much, much better, and you can characterize these better. Also, one is able to get iodine images. All you need to do is just put iodine, and it'll take everything else away. And because of that, you're able to give much lesser dose of contrast to do an angiogram. And even in those with the borderline renal impairment, you would now be able to see. Look at the digital arteries, which it was usually never possible to see them with this kind of detail before. And the peripheral angiograms all the way. There's a right subclavian artery occlusion here. In the same sitting, you can also do functional imaging of the heart, look at how the chambers, look at the cine, see how the chambers beat, calculate the ejection fraction. And this uses technology called gemstone, spectral imaging, GSI, and it is gemstone, the garnet that ladies use as jewelry, which is used as the detector here. Now again, now this is a densely calcified artery. And looking at these images, there's no way we can know what's going on into the arterial lumen, But with GSI, you're able to take this calcium away and be able to see the lumen very well. So this is the same acquisition, calcium taken away, and you're able to see the residual lumen very well, which doesn't look so bad as far as stenosis goes. Yet another case where you see ICA calcification, and this is the routine image, this is the iodine image, and you can see that there's hardly any stenosis in this region. So in the coronaries, it's really helping us a real lot. Also, with every injection, you can get the perfusion status of the organ that you are visualizing. So when you do a coronary angiogram, you can get something akin to a stress thallium examination or a radionuclide scintigraphy examination. Myocardial perfusion can be seen in the same injection, same acquisition. So not only do you have the angiogram, you also have the physiological and the metabolic information about the artery itself and about the myocardium itself. I would be ending with this case where now with very low radiation dose, you can also get multiple phase angiography. So this is on CT. We were able to do it on MR earlier, but because of radiation, we would not be doing it. Now with very low radiation dose, you're able to get the arterial phase, the delayed arterial, the venous, and the runoff can be seen all with one injection. So in conclusion, I'd like to say CT angiogram in the last 16 years, when it started initially with the 16-slice CT, moved on to the 256, 320, 500, whatever number you might wish to call it, and it has now moved beyond slices. We now have the dual energy spectral CT that is available, which is making a difference in day-to-day clinical imaging, routine CT imaging, and equally so in CT angiography, be it peripheral CT angiography or CT angiography of the heart. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.